Booksmart is Olivia Wilde's directorial debut and stars Beanie Feldstein and Kaitlyn Dever as two high school seniors and best friends who decided early on in their academic careers that they were going to study and focus hard on getting into Ivy League colleges after high school instead of partying and screwing around like all the other kids at their school. On the eve of their graduation, one of them realizes that the kids who partied also got into these Ivy League schools. Feeling like they've wasted most of their high school years, they decide to go out for one epic night of partying before all of it ends. It's always interesting to see an actor or someone who's not a director get into the director's chair. Anyone who saw my top 10 of 2018 video knows that I was a big fan of Bo Burnham's 8th Grade last year and how he took up the mantle of director. Olivia Wilde has now taken up that same mantle, and the result is nothing short of extraordinary. Booksmart's heartfelt performances, lovable characters, and delightful but also incredibly raunchy humor makes it not only one of the best of the year, but quite possibly one of the best high school movies ever made. Beanie Feldstein and Kaitlyn Dever are endlessly charming as the two leads, Molly and Amy. The chemistry they have is magical. The way they love each other and the way they support each other is sincerely heartwarming. We use the word goals a lot in regards to relationships, but this truly is a benchmark for what a great friendship looks like. Molly and Amy are friendship goals. Fuck, I hate that I said that, but it's true. These guys are just... they're perfect. They're perfect together. I love them. The roles give the actors a lot to chew on and a lot to do, and they pull off every part of it in full style. These performances are pitch perfect. There's a lot of great work from the supporting cast as well. You get a lot of familiar faces like Jason Sudeikis, Will Forte, Lisa Kudrow, Jessica Williams. And then you have the other high schoolers in the movie who are stellar. I don't know who the casting director for this was, but they deserve an award because every single person in this cast kills it. And I want to mention all of them by name because they are fantastic in this movie. They all bring so much to their characters, and I want to make sure they all get the recognition they deserve by this guy who gets 2 views a week on YouTube. So I will read them real quick off this list because I cannot memorize these names, but I'm going to do it. You have Billy Lord, Skylar Gisondo, Diana Silvers, Molly Gordon, Mason Gooding, Victoria Ruesga, Eduardo Franco, Nico Hiraga, Austin Krutz, and Noah Galvin. Whew. Now, once again, I said all of these names because I think all of them did such a fantastic job, and Olivia Wilde and all of the writers of the film did such a great job of giving them all something to do, giving each character some kind of layer. You know, they're not just what meets the eye in this movie. The movie took time to make sure that these were fully realized characters with arcs and unique, authentic personalities. These are not the caricatures or stereotypes you've seen in 1,000 high school movies. They actively fight against being those stereotypes. This isn't Mean Girls where you have the generalizations and the cliques and the high school hierarchy. And do not take that as me shitting on Mean Girls. Mean Girls uses that stuff to satirize the genre in the most perfect way possible. What Booksmart tries to do is reject those cliches. They all start off as these stereotypes, but the curtain is slowly peeled back throughout the film and you see them as real people. I connected and felt emotionally for these characters, and I would have spent another 10 hours with them. The direction itself is stellar. Olivia Wilde alongside cinematographer Jason McCormick give the film a really interesting look. It stays grounded while also not being afraid to go surreal and weird at times. There are a lot of really good looking shots. There are some really good long takes in the movie. And another thing I appreciated about the way this movie was shot is that it uses the full frame. Everything there is used to communicate something about character, emotion, something going on in the story. It's all used very well. The comedy itself is great. I was laughing hard and constantly. It got a little raunchier than I initially expected. I knew it was R-rated, but it really went to some places I did not expect. Everything landed for the most part. I didn't think there was really any sort of missed jokes or anything like that. The crowd I saw it in, it was a packed house. they were all laughing pretty much throughout. Thematically, this is very similar to other movies that are set at senior year and graduation. It's about that moving on from high school, saying goodbye to friends, being insecure about going to college without those friends. If there's another movie to compare it to, I'd say it's probably Superbad, but I think that's only just because that's what's closest. I think what Booksmart is doing, what it's going for, and how it's doing it is very different. It deals with stepping out into the unfamiliar and this whole new kind of world. And it does it in a funny, heartwarming way with memorable characters and a dope-ass soundtrack. Honestly, I might not be the foremost authority on it because I'm one of those guys who's not as crazy on Breakfast Club or some of the other 80s high school movies, but I think Booksmart might just be the best high school movie ever made. It's got the smarts, it's got the laughs and the quotes, it plays with the genre tremendously, and it's got the strong characters that'll make you fall in love with it and watch it over and over again. I very enthusiastically give Booksmart a 6 out of 5. Please go see this movie. It's incredible. It's this year's 8th grade for all intents and purposes. It would be my favorite movie of the year if Endgame wasn't a thing. I think this movie is like a perfect girls' night out kind of movie. I'm sure I wouldn't know what that's like, but like I'm sure this kind of thing is perfect for it. And this is just another movie that proves that we need to be supporting female filmmakers and movies with females as the leads. You know, we need to be hearing these stories. We need more of these movies made. So support it as much as you possibly can. I know I'm probably going to go see it twice. You know, vote with your dollars. Make sure that your voice is heard and that more movies like this do get made. So what did you guys think of Booksmart? Do you think it's the perfect coming-of-age movie for our generation that I think it is? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, like it, share it. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on my Twitter and Instagram accounts, which I will have links for down in the description. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.